Hi, this is Lindy King. I'm with California College Transfer and I help students transfer to the UCs. What I'm going to do in this video is talk about IGETC. UC IGETC. It's one of the general education paths for transfers who are hoping to get to one of the UCs. So I'm going to start right off with what is general ed, or gen ed as it's called. Okay, first, general education courses give you a strong foundation. These are going to be things like political science, history, psychology, physical science, math, physics, etc., etc. If they want you to have a well-rounded background, and that's what gen ed courses are, and the UCs expect you to take them. So there are two general paths that you can choose from, breadth or IGETC. Breadth will be in another video, and you can look at that. Those are usually more for STEM majors, or if you're not from a California community college, you'll more or less be following breadth. But if you're at a California community college, IGETC is one of your options, and that's what we're going to talk about right now. So IGETC, you can see that's how it's pronounced. It's an acronym, and it stands for Intersegmental General Education Transfer Curriculum. So that's a mouthful, but basically what it is this. Breaking it down, it's IGETC, first of all, is a general education path that is chosen. By the way, before I go into this other stuff, I just want to say, usually if you're in social sciences or humanities, history, political science, psychology, economics, etc., you will want to do IGETC. Okay, that's the path you're going to want to choose. IGETC is not an admission requirement. You don't have to do it. You can do breadth. If you start it, though, you must finish it. You receive certification from the California Community College when you finish it. It fulfills the general education requirements at every UC, no questions asked. This is how it's different from breadth. Breadth is different. Every UC and every single college at each UC has got maybe different breadth requirements. So it can be a handful. If you're applying to a lot of different UCs and you're doing breadth, you have to make sure you know what's going on with each college, and the UC makes the final determination that you fulfilled it. The good thing about IGETC is the UCs will not question the community college. Once they've signed off on it, you're good to go at every UC. You must fit the definition of a California Community College student in order to do IGETC, which is you need to have completed 30 semester units at a California Community College, and the last college that you're attending before enrollment must be a community college. And usually it's anywhere from 10 to 12 courses. The difference listed here has to do with the foreign language, which I'll talk about later. Okay, so let's start going through. There's 6 subject areas, and let's start. Subject area 1 is English. 2 courses are required. Area 1A is English composition, and 1B is critical thinking and composition. It's a blended course that has essentially been created just for the community colleges. This means you are not going to be able to find this course anywhere else. So if you're transferring in from any other non-CCC, you are going to have to take critical thinking composition if you're doing IGETC, because it really doesn't exist anywhere else. If you are at another school and you've done an English composition and an English critical thinking course, the critical thinking will not fulfill it because it is not the blended course. So you need those 2, and you should take them for a letter grade. The next one is subject area 2, which is quantitative reasoning. This is like a stats course or pre-calculus, that kind of thing. 1 course is required, but you often need a remedial course such as intermediate algebra in order to take the stats course. These remedial courses are not transferable, so the grade will not transfer to the UC, but you will need to take it. Subject area 3 is arts and humanities. There's 3 courses, 1 course in arts, 3A, 1 course in humanities, 3B, and then 1 course in either arts or humanities, your choice. By the way, these will all be listed. When you go to your UC, they'll have a sheet, an IGETC sheet you can just ask for, and it will list all the courses in each area that will fulfill the different sections, so you can find them that way. Okay, the next one is social sciences. 3 courses required, 1 from at least 2 disciplines or an interdisciplinary sequence. Social sciences are going to be things like psychology, anthropology, sociology, some history, things like that. Okay, the next one is the Physical and Life Sciences, Area 5. You need one course in life science, one course in physical science, and one lab in one of those two courses. The lab is a 1-unit course, but you need to choose one of those two to take it with. The last area is Subject Area 6, which is language other than English. You need the equivalent of 1 year of college language. Now, 1 year of college language can be fulfilled with 2 years of high school language. So if you have, even if you got D's in your high school language, as long as the last semester of the second year is C- or better, you will have fulfilled 2 years of high school language, which will fulfill 1 year of college language, which will fulfill Subject Area 6. This also can be fulfilled via various approved language tests. You'll have to go online. There's a link below to the IGETC page. It'll list all the various tests that can possibly fulfill it. The one other thing I want to say is 1 year of college language. This is kind of a misnomer because you either have to take 2 semesters of obviously college language for 1 year, but there are some accelerated courses at different community colleges. So at some community colleges, 1 semester of language, which will be a daily class, may fulfill the 1 year requirement. So you'll have to check at your CCC. The IGETC form will make it clear as to which level fulfills it. Okay, so let's just quickly go over some of the general IGETC rules. The courses must be 3 semester units or 4 quarter units, except for the lab, which is just 1 unit. But they all have to be at least 3 units. The letter grade must be a C or better. If you take it pass, not pass, it must be the equivalent of a C determined at your community college. You're allowed to take up to 14 semester units, pass, no pass. So you can do that in a lot of these IGETC courses. But again, do your English and math for a letter grade. AP scores of 3 or higher can be applied to IGETC. There's a sheet there at the UC which says exactly which sections they will fulfill. You can only use 1 single course to fulfill an area. That means even though, because sometimes you'll see the same course listed in more than 1 area, but you can only pick it for 1 area, except for LOTI, which is language other than English, where select kind of advanced literature-based language courses may apply to Humanities 3B, so you might be able to double team some of those. And IGETC courses may also fulfill major requirements. So even though only 1 course can be used to fulfill 1 area of IGETC, that same course can also fulfill a major requirement if it's listed there. All right, next is partial versus full IGETC. Once you start IGETC, you must finish it. Full certification is when all courses are completed by the spring before you're going to enroll. So it's the very last spring semester before your enrollment after you've been accepted. You have to get the full certification. The community college is the one that certifies. When you fill out the application in November, it's going to ask, are you doing IGETC and do you expect full certification? So you're going to check that yes you are, and they're going to be expecting to get that certification. You have to request it at the community college. You can't just assume it's going to go there. It won't. You need to request full certification along with your transcripts. That's 2 requests. And then the certification is going to either be notated on the transcript or it'll be a separate sheet of paper, but you need to apply for it separately. I know I just messed up. Okay, partial certification is 1 to 2 courses are missing by the end of spring. You can only have 1 or 2 missing. You file again partial certification. You need to get it done by that summer. Well, you don't have to get it done by that summer, but you should ideally try to get it done after you get it accepted. Try to get it done by that summer, ideally. Otherwise, you're going to have to do it at the UC. And just so you know, if you're going to do IGETC full certification, you're going to be more competitive than going in with partial. Additionally, certain colleges, like Berkeley's College of Letters and Science, if you're going to do IGETC, you can choose breadth, but if you're going to do IGETC, you must have full certification or they won't accept you. So you need to look at each college. So that's how we do that, how to find your GE path. Go to assist.org, Find your major at each UC and read if it recommends IGETC. Sometimes, they'll give you the choice. You can do either or, but they often will recommend. For example, STEM majors, especially engineering, a lot of those, when there's a lot of requirements, you're going to be way better off doing breadth, and they're going to recommend breadth. Check your majors, and then go to each college that houses your major at each UC for the GE Path recommendations. So that's basically it for IGETC. I have another video that's going to quickly go over breadth, but that's it. If you want to contact me, here is my information. I also have a book, How to Transfer to a UC from a California Community College. And thanks for watching. Bye.